Check this out. Space Quest 4 came out in a myriad of different versions. These are all DOS versions. The one over here, this one is the CD-ROM version. The interior of that is slightly disappointing, one might say, because all it does contain is... Let's make this authentic looking. Here you go. All you get when you open this is a bit of foam, and then Space Quest 4 on the CD-ROM here. It's just in a jewel case, and there's no manual of any kind. The only manual there is inside the jewel case. This little CD booklet, which is unique to the CD version, and it gives some background on the previous games that's not in any other manual. And I don't actually have a proper scan of this, but here we go. A brief welcome from Roger Wilco, Space Hero.
This guy.
Nice guy.
We join our friend on Semi-Hero.
You hold in your sweaty little palm a silvery little disc containing the full particulars of Roger's newest journey. One that you're sure to find even more incredible and irrational than the last three. Wow. And of course, one thing that always, or one thing that kind of boggled my mind was that on this page, this otherwise innocuous page about how to use the icon bar in the inventory screen, they have a shot of Beatrice from the end of the game. Like, spoiler much? Anyone? Okay.
Oh, weird.
And speaking of variations, the CD-ROM version was one of those early CD-ROM games in the early 90s. It came out in 1992, I think. So it was it was not only sold in this lovely little box, but it and the disc it came in looks like this. It was also sold as what's known as OEM, which I don't know what stands for, but it essentially just means it's sold without a box and without manuals or anything. It's just sold in a jewel case, and it looks like this. And when you go on eBay...
OEM means original equipment manufacturer. It's basically pack-in stuff for a computer.
That's the one I have.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I have, too.
See,
so like you buy a ready-made computer and
also.
that's included.
Oh yeah, exactly. They bundled this with a bunch of CD-ROM drives, and they bundle it with some deals on computers and shit. Now, funny thing is, I've had this CD for ages and ages, and I think I stole it from some poor sap that I don't even remember who was. And for the longest time, when I would go on eBay and I would see this disc, and I'll go, yeah, I have that. That's cool. And then sometimes I would see a picture of this disc that looked like the colors were a little weird and a little, but I just assumed that it was the same disc but taken under different lighting conditions or such. Nope. There is a third variant of the disc that is blue.
That's
color.
The one I had. I was just gonna say I had the one in blue.
Yeah, and
That's
they are
one.
completely identical except for the colors. And I did not know that until a month ago or something, when we were just chatting casually on the Discord server about different versions of Space Quest and how there were so many versions of Space Quest 4 and all that. And I said, well, I have the two CD-ROM versions that came out. And Mad Dog or Samuel on the Discord said, "You mean 3, right?" So no, 2. I have 2. There's the OEM and then there's the regular version. There are 2 OEM versions that way. Fuck you. Not possible. Possible. Very possible. So, of course,
Not probable.
Collection.
So anyway, that's the CD-ROM version. Now, the CD-ROM version is infamous because of the timer bugs. We all know the timer bugs. They're lovely.
Also, it's
Skate-o-Rama.
really hard to install on modern systems. Like every time I've tried to use my CD-ROM on my modern PC, it just I can either get the audio working or I can get the video working, but I can't get both at the same time.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
So, the one that I think most people are familiar with who don't have the CD-ROM version is, of course, the disc version, the VGA disc version. Again, the box cover is essentially the same. It just has a little VGA sticker down here. Now, this one has copy protection on it. Also,
Right.
I glued this box together because it was kind of coming apart. It was like flappy open. It wasn't broken or anything. It just needed gluing together. But I glued it together too tight, so now it's like You know, it's a little hard to get off. Anyway, this one comes with the Space Piston magazine, one of the funniest game manuals I've ever read, and it is. Well, first of all, it has a centerfold of a four-armed person lounging on top of a time pot, who actually happens to be the editor of the magazine. There's a letter to the editor somewhere in here where it's the person writing in says, you know what, this is scantily clad women on top of time pods. It's just to sell magazines. How fucking tasteless are you? And why'd you put a tasteless bimbo? Okay, I'll just find it. It's funnier. Let's see here. Oh, good God. Okay, so... Oh, there you go. There you go. It's one of the first ones. You know what? It's actually in the scan that I have, so let's just bring up the manual. This is the technology that we have. There we go. Space Piston. So...
Oh, nice.
Hope my cat wasn't just serenading you guys.
Meow.
I had a cat serenading me while I was trying to do the Nukem Dukem robot sequence. That was a little annoying. Where'd it go? Okay, so the Space Piston magazine is actually it's made up to be like this periodical for time travelers, which is
nice.
All shades of hilarious.
Also gets a nod from the VGA of Space Quest 1, I believe.
Does it what?
In the VGA, when the spider drone appears, he mentions reading about it in Space Piston.
Oh, yeah, see, that's in the EGA version as well.
It is? Okay.
Yeah, so Space Piston is like a name they came up with eons and years ago, but they actually did. And there's a whole interview with Roger here about his previous exploits where he just exaggerates the shit out of it. And interestingly, in the CD-ROM version, when you hear Roger talking in the bar, so there I was, doing the thing and the thing and the thing. He's actually reading from this interview in the manual.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Someday I want to get my hands on the Space Quest companion.
We were talking how horrible that thing is before.
I mean, I actually bought it.
RoboCop reference though. RoboCop reference. 2000
SUX. This is also this is really I love this. It's super funny. It's a review of this time pod. The problem is that he can't actually get into the time pod, so all he does is just review the exterior of the time pod.
Oh, that's great.
And the editor's note here is the real reason that he didn't test the test model was that he had a bit of a trouble with the UIVPPP, which is the copy protection, which is here. And you won't see this because we'll be playing a patched version of the CD version. But basically, it would just say, okay, A and E, and then you have to go and find this little figure here in the middle, and you have to, oh god, fucking copy
that's
protection.
Clever. Roger Wilco, latex babes.
Yeah. And here's the letter to the editor that I wanted to read. Okay. I must ask, did you remove my name from your mailing list and cancel my subscription? In the last issue of Space Piston, your center spread featured an extremely scantily clad woman whose presence could only be for sensationalism and sexual exploitation, lounging atop the new Model QXV Enomatic phase shifter with a set of quad beam thrusters mounted on the heat shielding. In the background, several so-called engineers were gaping, either at the QXV or the cheap bimbo. Everyone knows you can't mount quad beams on the shielding without ripping off half your reflecting tile. So unless you get your facts straight, count me as an ex-subscriber. This reads like an angry YouTube comment, by the way. Dear Steven.
Yeah, I like the bait and switch. Okay, I think
those quad beams are specially modified for the QXP by simply shaving off an eighth of an inch of a dorsal seam with a razor blade, an easy modification that you could make at home if you weren't such a chucklehead. Secondly, that extremely scantily clad woman you're referring to is yours truly, the editor of Space Piston. Third, although I'm not a bimbo, I do confess a certain affection for solidly built, well-tuned machines like the QXV. And as you can guess, I'm also quite fond of obnoxious, hot-headed, ignorant ex-subscribers like yourself. Yo. Sorry,
I
what were
think
you
all
gonna
of us
say?
would love to be able to visit the Universal Hut of Pancakes.
Yes.
Yeah, that looks cool.
He hops, she hops, we all hop to you hop. Oh, the advertisements in this is great too.
You were talking about how Roger's in the bar, he's exaggerating detail to the two aliens he's sitting with, but if you listen closely, like he's just shit talking Volhall until the guys come up to him. He's just like I had to outsmart another of Volhall's plans. Then I could steal the shuttle so I could blah blah blah, whatever he says. But whatever he's saying, he's just running his mouth. It's like, bro, you should not be talking about this with those guys there. And they're just looking at him like, oh god, why can't I can't wait to shoot this guy.
Yeah.
I still love the poor
It's
guy
right
who got
here. It starts right here. See, there was this deadly rude monster, a ferocious swamp creature, and a Labion therapist extended with. Then I had to outsmart another Volhall's gorillas and steal the shuttle so I could penetrate the asteroid fortress and pull the plug on that corpulent creep once and for all. Also, you'll never hear the full voice clip because it gets cut off by the secret policeman who comes into view, but he goes on and on. He basically reads the entire rest of this paragraph.
Okay.
It's lovely. It's in the resource audio file. Here you're talking about the guy who wants to go back in the experiment to kill his own father, and then the text just stops. Yeah, you bring up this is the guy who ends up going back in time and becoming your own father, and then having just read the previous letter, I must strongly disagree with Mr. Hughes Sr. Jr. To prove my point, I'm performing an experiment in which I intend to kill my own father.
Yep.
And finally, one of my favorite things, for some reason I find this extremely fun, the Ask Smokey Crankshaft for gearheads for time pods. Where you just... remember that aromatic 2000 hog pod you sold me 2 months ago for a mere 4,000 buckasoids? Yeah, I took it to my mechanic for a shakedown. He told me the timeage meter had obviously been rolled back, and that even though it said only 75,000 years, the time thread showed more like 275,000 years. You're a cheat and a fraud, and I'm reporting you to the authorities. Love, Dad. Dear Dad, calm down. Of course, some more advertisements and some sites to see if you're time traveling. And then on the back is a lovely big advertisement for Monolith Burger. So, oh, and one last thing. Oh yeah, I'm not playing this version, but I showed you 3 game boxes. The last game box that I have, let's go back to this. Last game box I have is this one, which also looks entirely identical to the other 2 I showed you, except this little sticker down here says 256K. This is the EGA version, the 16 color version that was sold separately on 5¼ inch floppies. No difference between the games except that it's running in 16 colors on a slightly older version of SCI, the game engine, which is a little more backwards compatible. So this is how we did that thing where we put CGA drivers from King's Quest IV into Space Quest IV and actually got the game to run in 4-color CGA. That's what the EGA.
I was wondering about the King's Quit program combination, and was wondering if there were any games that would fit that on the Space Quest spectrum.
Yeah. And Space Quest 4 EGA disc version, well, obviously there's no CD version of the EGA version, but Space Quest 4 EGA version is built on a slightly older version of SCI that's backwards compatible with some of the drivers from King's Quest 4. For whatever goddamn reason, no one knows why.
Something that just occurred to me from showing the last ad in Space Piston magazine. As supposedly sue-happy as the Space Quest series got, people got suing it rather than Space Quest suing. Surprised McDonald's never came down on them once for Monolith Burger, because that's just blatant.
Which is it's just so strange that Space or Sierra were never actually sued by anyone. They just got wind that they might get sued, and then they would go off and just patch things out, like Droids Be Us or the ZZ Top reference in Space Quest
Radio
1.
Shock.
Radio Shock, yeah. They never actually got legal threats, like actual, we're going to take you to court legal threats. None. They just preemptively. And then there's the story about the. I'm just gonna get into the game so I can tell this story. The story about the Energizer Bunny in the streets of Xenon, and they called up because it's the Energizer Bunny in Europe, it's the Duracell Bunny in the United States, and they called up Energizer for some reason and asked them, "Hey, can we use the bunny?" And they sort of chuckled to themselves and went, "Yeah, sure, go right ahead," because they knew it wasn't their bunny in the U.S. stuff. So anyway,
the rights between Duracell, Everready, and
they
Energizer
might have a hair
are just nuts. Yeah.
all right. Energizer Bunny is the U.S. Oh, I'm sorry, I got them mixed up. Anyway,
Sorry,
they called
annoying.
Duracell and you know, they basically called the
Duracell, Everready, and Energizer all have a whole huge kerfuffle on who's the proper bunny. It's weird. It's a whole thing, and I just sit there like, you lot have your fun fight. I'm gonna be over here not caring. Yeah, I'm gonna be over here catching it in a frayed rope and using it to power a pocket terminal.
Yeah,
that's all that I care about.
And avoiding the droido death.
All right, I'm gonna have some more chocolate cake while we watch this fantastic introduction. Also because I only ate once today, probably should have thought of that. In hindsight, I probably should have thought of a lot of things, but.
Do like this intro. I mean,
Oh yeah.
You can tell it's ripping off a whole bunch of tropes for science fiction, but the Roger Wilco and the Time Rippers, it's very cool.
Yeah, it's very like pulp science fiction, but they also didn't want it to be like what SQ1 VGA was, which was this 1950s sci-fi throwback kind of thing. They never wanted Space Quest to be a throwback to anything. They wanted to take influences from shit they love. Star Wars, Mark Crow was a big Star Wars fan, so obviously there's a lot of that. But
rejoin our friend and semi-hero Roger Wilco as
never interrupt Mr. Gary Owens.
Planet Xenon, which he hasn't seen since Space Quest 2. Having successfully rescued those two ingrates from Andromeda, he decides a pit stop on Magmetheus is in order.
Our missed Gary Owens.
Yeah, R.E.P. I miss Gary.
I'm not hearing the game dialogue.
Cosmic Canteen, he is unaware of the interest that has been generated regarding his fate.
Oh, Wybrand says put in a delivery. Don't worry, I've got microwave things downstairs that I can just make. I'm just gonna eat this chocolate cake for now.
So, is it because I'm listening just to the game chat that I can't hear the game? Or the voice
No,
chat?
you should be able to hear it.
You should
Be able to hear it in here. It's just soft.
Position master. Off to
I have my volume turned all the way up and I can't hear
Time
it.
for Wilco to meet the fate which I have crafted for him.
As our story begins, we find the aluminum mallard
It is quite low.
outside a seedy spaceport.
I'm gonna turn it up a little bit.
Magmetheus.
There we go. Is that better?
We join Roger as he
bit.
relates one of his great
Hear me now.
exaggerated
Hear
tales
me
of
now.
adventure. The aliens
I can hear you
are
talking, I can't hear the game's music.
as long as Roger is fine.
See, there is this deadly root monster, a ferocious swamp creature, and a Labion terror beast.
It's just voice chat, never mind.
I had to outsmart another of Bohal's gorillas and steal the shuttle so I could penetrate the asteroid fortress and pull the plug on that corpulent...
And there's poor Barfy over on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never understood this. Why does he dissolve into his...
Acid.
Kind of a play on the approximately 6 billion pixel.
He throws up acid, it's stomach acid.
Yeah.
Hello, Roger
Yeah.
Wilco.
It's like the, what was it, the xenomorph that's bad acid, didn't
You
it?
have no idea how special this moment is.
Lead acid.
This is no chance encounter, I can assure
There
you.
are other creatures that have acidic vomit.
I have this one loose end to tie up before I begin my raid.
Well, one of the theoretical... Okay, this is my biology education talking, so feel free to tune me out. One of the theoretical compounds that could do hydrogen bonding similar to what water can do is hydrofluoric acid. It's way more caustic and far less likely to work with anything approaching life as we know it, but theoretically it is possible. So
I thought
kind of why the acid blood thing is an idea.
I thought the reason why he dissolved in the acid of his own vomit was because of the drinks they served in the establishment. Like, it was just bubbling around inside of him, and he went out and went, "Oh, fuck this." And then he vacated it, and then he stepped in and went, "Oh, shit, probably shouldn't have drunk that."
Which, honestly, that's a commentary on stuff like soda more than anything else. Sodas like Coke and Pepsi are like
Mr. Wilco.
1/10 of a pH away from not being able to dump them down the drain. They're that acidic.
Well,
Yeah,
I
man,
drink
it will rip
shitloads
your
of
stomach apart.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yummy,
I wanna know
delicious
what
acid.
Listen, I can't explain it all to you now. They've got a beat on our coordinates. We've
Honestly, since we were talking about the voice work,
Yeah.
I kind of think Junior sounds more like Roger should.
Stuart Mulder, the guy who did Roger Jr., was a programmer, and he's.
Both parking lot pizza.
I'm just gonna be. He's not a very good choice, and I don't think he's a good actor either. I mean, he would be. I guess he would be fine for.
About to introduce the Muppet Show, unless it sounds like Kermit the Frog.
He does a bit. He does sound a bit like Kermit the Frog. Yeah. He also has a bit part in King's Quest V, where he's the dude with the wagon that's broken down in the center, in the town square.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, my favorite King's
I like how
Quest.
the title bar changes when you change times.
Yeah, right. But my favorite King's Quest V thing is oh, someone's gonna mute me or something. You can you have to get into like a temple at one point, so you go to steal like a staff from some bandits, right? To get into the temple.
This place sure
And
hey, wait! This looks just like Xena.
you have to sneak around a guy and take the staff while he's sleeping. But you do have the option to like talk to him, and then Josh
Thanks
Mandel
so
comes
much
on
for
for a little time
all
in the
your
game. I
help.
think he goes, "We just want to thank you at Sierra for all your help."
Casually glancing at the status line,
cheers to Wirebrain.
You're in Space Quest 12.
For
What happened? Who was that guy?
Sorry, Mr. TL Wolf said keeping this Space Quest 3 box for the rest of the stream. Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to change it.
Why are you talking to yourself? These incredibly intriguing questions will quickly
very good chocolate cake.
Barely an electron stirred.
Well-armored orb.
But
Is that supposed to be your brain?
I think it's supposed to be his head.
Oh.
But yeah, that is a really strange one.
Saying he's thick-skulled,
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
which is
casually glancing at the
interesting
status
when you
line,
think about
you
it.
open the notice that you're breaking the fourth wall.
I guess if your skull was thick, there wouldn't be a lot of room for brain.
Maybe something like MODOK, where he's just like, "Am I good businessman?"
All right, so I'm not sure I want to do the whole thing with the pocket palette, but I'm
taking a quick look around.
gonna pick it up just in case. You know, what's the worst that can happen?
It's nice to have.
Are you going to do the unstable ordinance?
Yeah, I probably should do that too. Let me just do some
Only
bunny
getting
snatching.
laptops are that easy.
Ooh, does this version support the slideshow?
You take the
I think it does.
Oh god. Oh god.
But it's so hard to trigger. I can never find the exact hotspot for it to trigger.
Oh,
I
I know
way
it's not
downtown, walking past faces. I
past and I'm homebound.
Don't know why, but for some reason, the supercomputer area feels like it looks different to me right now. For some reason.
Oh, it does. It does, because it's different in
I
every
love the
version.
game's reaction
A
if
little
you
bit.
try to use the tongue. Oh, sorry. I like the game's reaction if you try using tongue on Volhal's fortress from the ground level.
Remember, this was your idea.
No one can stick their tongue out that far unless they're in a Leisure Suit Larry game.
That's not a very clean habit.
Oh, I think you have to go up to this screen. Oh, hang on.
Watch out.
Nobody can reach that building from here with their tongue unless they're in a Leisure Suit Larry game.
All right, let's.
I just love the way they rip off other Sierra products and just make fun of them shamelessly.
One thing I've actually never done is
a very wise choice.
is actually do the bunny
We
snatching
hope
from
you'll
over
get yourself
here.
together. Sorry.
I think
We
you get
hope
more
you'll get
points
yourself
for it because
together
you're
and
putting yourself
join
at
us.
risk.
All right, let's see if I can do this first try. I usually do it on the same screen that you get the rope from.
There we go.
Bunny, bunny, bunny.
Love it.
That was without a doubt
Nice.
one of the finest
It
examples
sure
of bunny
is polite
snatching
of that
I've
bunny
ever
to
seen.
hop in a
The
circle
stress
for a
placed
few
on the rope
seconds to
during the
give you time
bunny
to snatch
snatching
him.
was too much.
I
You
mean,
cast
it's a
the
robot
useless
bunny. I
fires
don't think it
aside.
even noticed.
I'm the only one that feels bunny snatching is a term that seems like it should be a filthy alternate term for some specific act, but it's not.
You're thinking of budgie snatching.
Okay.
Also, I'm pretty sure Attack of the Bunny Snatchers. is
Well,
one of the
Roger,
bunny
you've just successfully done something that even
Is
Darth
this
Vader
the
failed to do
audio
once.
version? The CD version, I mean? Because you should try clicking your buckets away to the far corner or something.
Yeah, hang on. See, the hotspot is
nothing. It's
so hard to find. I can never quite find it.
It would. You can nothing. It.
Ow.
It might be the other corner. I don't know.
Oh, it is the bottom left corner, but
it would.
Oh, okay.
It's like
you can't. It would. You can. It would.
But anyway, we are playing the NewRisingSun patch, and for those of you who don't know, it's a fan-made patch that hacks together the graphics from the disc version, which some people I can sort of mostly subscribe to that as well. Prefer in comparison to the CD-ROM version. They redrew some of the graphics for the CD-ROM version, most notably. The supercomputer you saw at the start there, and also the store Radio Shock was changed to Hertz So Good. Oh, wait, sorry. I just gotta adjust your volume, Fletcher, because I turned you down a bit, and I turned you down too much, and now you're back up again.
Okay, sorry, was I being too loud?
Oh, no, it's just Discord and different microphones and stuff. Some come in too hot, some come in really low. But you're all fine now.
A button. Perhaps.
We hope you'll get yourself together and rejoin us. Isn't this a blast?
Data entry
What is he doing with
22795.
his hands? I always wonder what he's doing with his hands.
He's just wiggling his hands around.
I am Professor
Well, maybe
Lloyd,
he's
lead
Italian.
designer of the Xenon supercomputer project.
Oh, that's racist.
Ultimate
He's making the
I'm
pizza.
He must
Italian.
learn from Stan from Monkey Island, maybe?
Self-hating.
Ended up being the ruin of us
Is
all.
Italian a
We made the
race?
mistake
Like,
of
isn't
tying
it
I'm
just...
just joking.
nationality.
I was just joking.
Yeah, I know.
I think he
It's a
must have
very
been trained by
complicated
Stan from Monkey
situation.
Island.
Oh! You guys know what we were missing? You know what we forgot to do? Celebratory brew.
Salvage operation recovered what appeared to be some sort of antiquated data storage unit contained
He's doing the
in a flimsy
Macarena.
cardboard box.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
is.
lie.
The words leisure suit Larry
Iron
were
brew
printed.
sounds like something
On its
dwarves
back
should
was the
drink.
picture of a not particularly gentleman.
I love how he talks
That's
about how
another
shameful
story.
his
My
counterparts just
counterparts
dove into
exhibited
the video
shameful
game.
behavior.
That's
as
why
We
it
just
is.
we're talking about them ripping into Leisure Suit
Sludgeball
Larry.
ever
I understand the commotion it generated.
The worst thing
The data
Sludgeball
was
ever did
submitted
was
to the
stealing
supercomputer for
Leisure Suit
analysis.
Larry
Hey, I
4.
was always
Result,
excited for
a
a
crippling
video game. I
virus
loved it
spread
when my
through the machine
birthday
like
or
a bad
Christmas came
social
around and I got a
disease.
new video game.
All control
So,
of the
so
computer
even
was
if the game
lost.
sucked, I still had fun because I was like, oh, cool,
Born
new
in
video
the
games.
video game,
That was
but
my
I didn't
feeling
want
upon
the
obtaining
pictures.
by the
Hey
vocal
Pikachu
outputs.
until I played it.
Wilco must
Also,
pay. From that day
it
forth, the
feels a
possessed
bit
computer
like
waged war on the inhabitants
like
of the Xenon,
I could not
using our
understand
own
the
weapons
commotion it
against us.
generated.
Some
Ooh,
managed
it's
to
like
escape
yeah,
by the
sure
fire.
you couldn't.
Those of us who remained
Sure you
That
couldn't.
off
Exactly.
protest
Well,
so
under its
you
control.
know what?
It was a bloody
Um,
war.
One of my close
Those of us that were
friends
not
is a guy
killed were
named
taken
Bernard,
captive
and he's a
and
very smart guy,
mocked.
very gifted
These
engineer.
cyborgs
He loves
infiltrated
tech,
the
he
loyal
loves
ranks of
science.
resistance,
Is
But
his
you
two
visited
a
closest
haunted
friends named
mansion at
Hoagie
one
and
point?
Laverne?
exposing
Yeah.
us to the mechanical
No, that's not what I'm going to.
Some
But
of
it's
the-
funny.
As of this, I've
But
said-
no. But what it is I asked him once. I'm like, you never talk about video games. Are you in a video game? He's like, no, never played a one. I'm like, wow. I'm like, you loved such nerdy things like comic books and science and other shit, and you've never played a video game?
Different strokes, you know.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I love this game, and a lot of people just say, "What the fuck is that game?"
Yeah,
It just occurred to me the first time. Description of the Vohal virus spreading through their systems like a bad social disease.
Yeah.
That was in the Leisure Suit Larry box. That just hit me for the first time. God, I'm slow.
No, that's good. That's really good. I don't think I've consciously picked up on that either. It's that's. I've always wondered what the bad social disease was, but it's just, you know.
You scoop up the.
I mean, that's even more prescient, you know, in this day and age with the fucking corona pandemic and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. I mean, it's bad, but at least our supercomputer hasn't, you know, put mechanical stuff in our eyeballs yet. It's coming, though. I'm sure Bill Gates is working on that.
or fucking setting off all the nukes
there
or
it
something.
is. Here comes the lime slime.
I watched too much Terminator. I'm sorry.
Did you know if you stay on the screen for too long, the manhole cover actually pushes him back into the sewer?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah,
I've done that a few times. Yeah.
And also, if you get out before they're done leaving the screen, in some versions, they just find you right away.
In some versions, yeah, and I could never. I always get really worried that I do this super fast when I play the game, but I think the timer's a little borked on this one. Also, there are a couple of glitches that I'm sure NewRisingSun took out, so I'm not gonna. I can't show you those here. But when you come out of the sewer grate and you go north instead of going east. You have just a fraction of a second to go back down because there's a secret policeman waiting there for you. You have just a fraction of a second to go back down. The secret policeman will shoot you the instant you get on the screen, but if you're fast enough, you'll exit the screen back down, and Roger will get stuck in his getting shot animation and just walk around like he's constantly getting shot. It's lovely.
I've seen that. I've seen
reminds
that.
me of the drowning.
That's another thing you can do too. Is later on when you're at the supercomputer. And there's Star Wars droids running around, and you have to avoid them. If you get shot, but you time it to where you get that little teleporter that sends you between the floors or whatever. Yeah. You start walking backwards, and you will like just be moonwalking for the rest of the game. It's a weird glitch, you know. And I saved my game. Oh, and if you go back into the elevator, you actually die for some reason.
Are you gonna do the falling off
But
the
I always
ledge
just
up
thought
here?
it was
It's one of my
interesting, you
favorites.
know what I mean?
I'll walk off the ledge? Yeah, I would absolutely walk off the ledge. Hexus358 says you forgot to pick up the unexploded ordnance. Oh, I did, and I put it right the fuck back.
I do think it's a little interesting
I would think that something identifiable as
unstable, or at least the notable ones,
will
become
be
more
low
and more
on your
like
list
birds
of
until you
fun
get
and
to
healthy
find
Hang on.
them, then it's just
carry.
straight up crazy.
Hang on. Can we like make a social rule that if someone is talking, let's try not to interrupt them?
My apologies.
Sorry.
No, Jab. Actually, I was trying not to name names, but Flitchard, you were just sort of jumping in and on top of Jabbers there. But anyway, carry on. Just be cognizant if other people are trying to say something. You know, just wait your turn. That's okay.
Yes, sorry.
I was just gonna say, yeah, they seem to become more and more like birds. This one is the legs look a little less like landing gear and more like legs.
Yeah.
Those look roller skates, really.
I love that fall too.
That was a long
first step.
That's a long first step. Yeah. All right. So
and then when you get to
fall
sorry.
The fall animation only in the disc version because I don't remember seeing that.
I don't know. Is it?
No.
The distant cutaway.
Oh, is it only? Oh, in that case, they put it back. I'm sorry, I don't remember if that's in the
The fly-in on our way in. That's from the disc version. That's not from the CD version. I don't remember seeing the distant shot of Roger falling in my CD or in my collection version. So,
well, the collection version is a little bit different because I remember seeing both of those in the CD version.
Anyway,
I love that, Death.
I'm just gonna go get an iron brew because we completely forgot the celebratory or whatever thing at the start. So that's on me. Hang on, I'll be right back.
I don't have any, but I do have other Mexican cola. I'll have one. I'll join you.
You probably got any drugs. I like that Mexican Coke.
Okay, can I do the what I was doing when I accidentally interrupted Jabbers now? Anybody here?
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah, I'm here.
May I do it?
Go for it.
I would think that something identifiable as unstable ordnance would be low on your list of fun and healthy things to carry.
and yet he just barely did it one game ago in order to get onto Planet Zero.
Chocolate everywhere.
But it wasn't described as unstable ordnance in Space Quest 3. It deliberately is in 4.
It was me learning how to speak English, apparently.
Alright, so, belatedly, have your brew. When you're traveling through time, or when time you are traveling through, make sure you drink your iron brew. There you go. Sorry.
And this is another thing I don't get.
That's what these secret policemen drink, considering they are iron.
Yeah, why did they start saying cross law and stuff?
Oh,
Big words.
yeah, there's a reason for that. It's because in the disc version, they talk while Roger is on screen, like while you can move him around. So what happens is, eventually the timer runs out and they shoot you. But they have to go through all of their dialogue first. And I think what it's supposed to be is just sort of mumbling. Like they're just mumbling stuff like when Roger is not listening to them anymore. And then once that timer runs out, they shoot you. But in the CD version, for some reason, the game just goes on pause while they're talking. Oh, I should be taking photos of the time codes.
Well, what I'm saying is, it's like they say something like, I just finished scanning Space Quest 2, blah blah blah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, says the other guy, and then they just stop using real words, and it's like, stop applauding him. He's not using real words anymore.
Hey, SQH.
Hey.
Just drop in real quick to say congrats on the milestone.
Thank you.
And also, congrats on surviving Mask of Eternity.
Thanks, Dead God. And thanks for hanging out on the Discord. You bring such life to the party.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my name.
What, life to the party?
Oh yeah, definitely.
No. My nickname's the True Party. That's why I'm known as TTP.
We're not going to Ortega, I guess.
Although my business partner,
in a minute, we'll see.
I'm launching my own gaming studio, right? And my business partner had the idea to. We're gonna call it TTP Studios, but our tagline is, "Where you find the home of the True Party."
Sax Cat. Hi. Hey, Sax Cat. Thanks for giving trolls the 5,000K things.
Oh, thanks. Oh, Sax Cat's Gaming Corner. Can't stick around. Want to say congratulations on your 5,000. Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. Thank you so much. It's just
Ceruto. That's what it looks like those symbols spell.
A mysterious shadow quickly moves from your view.
Ooh.
You get the feeling you're not alone here.
S-strips.
Richard, are you watching the stream via Twitch or YouTube?
Who, me?
It's you.
Yeah, I'm watching on YouTube.
Okay, keep in mind you're about 20 seconds behind the rest of us, so everything you're saying is wildly out of sync.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I should go to Twitch then.
No, if you go into Discord.
You should go to Discord.
You should watch the video in chaos in Discord. You may not be able to hear stuff. I know that was your previous complaint, but if you're watching through YouTube or Twitch, you're way behind the rest of us.
Okay, how do I get to chaos?
Right, yeah.
Oh,
you're in it. It's where you're in the voice channel.
You're in chaos.
Yeah, just click on it twice. There should be a bunch of little boxes. Click on the box with the picture in it.
Oh, let's see if we can catch King Graham going by. Yeah. So, Sax Cat, have a great one. Thank you.
Okay, close this then.
King Graham.
King Graham. Sorry. Flying on the fucking gun. Oh, there he is!
There he is. Look at him.
Looks as though
another unfortunate
suffering a similar fate. I love it. That's the eagle from King's Quest 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like talking to the secret policeman.
Rather than
I've been so penetrating the inner segment of the net. The reverse has occurred.
Don't worry, medical alert on the way.
Alright, let's just fondle the dead body. Here we go.
Yeah, that's not weird at all.
There we go.
Alright, and now we leave.
Being a robot, he has no use from chewing gum, so it's not entirely improbable that that's
How do
somebody
you
else's
get that
gum.
drive in 8.6?
In the Space Quest 12 fan game, what's it called? You have to chew that gum to pass the time during your mission, and then when Valhalla calls you up, you quickly spit it out into like a paper or something, and then you go like, oh shit, I spit it on my paper where I wrote down my time code.
See, the thing is, secret policemen are robots, but they also have blood that can be penetrated, vital organs.
Well, maybe they're cyborgs, right?
And also, there's the unused sprite of the secret policeman who's been skewered, decomposing. Because in an earlier version of the game, you could go back to the nest. You could just you could just go back to Space Quest 10 and get captured by the pterodactyl all over again. And when you got back to the nest, he would be more decomposed.
Into the sun.
But that never actually happens in the game. But that sprite is in the resource file.
One thing this section always makes me wonder is what happened between Roger and B during Space Quest 10 if he was having a potential moment with Latex Babes, because know that they're still together in 6, even if they're not together.
But you bet it would look cool spewing through.
If he was saying, I have to be free to wander the galaxy, Latex Babes, but he's already engaged to B. We know Roger Jr.'s in the future. How does this entire relationship? Right. And then my brain explodes.
Would you like my thought on it?
I have an answer for that. I have an answer for that.
Your answer first.
Activate the door.
Sorry.
No, your answer.
Thank you. He probably had an affair with Zandra before the series or something, or before this took place, or whatever, and then just decided he wanted to go back out into space, and of course she wanted him to stay with her, and so he gave her some bullcrap about how he had to be free to travel the universe and all that other stuff, and so he just left, and she couldn't stop him, so she was angry about it, and that's why when he comes back to the planet, of course he plays dumb, and he's like,
you wonder if
I
he
said
has a
that?
boyfriend.
That was me.
My thought is
Well,
it may
this is
not
the
be very
Roger from
progressive,
4,
but
so
I think it works without anybody committing anything not very nice. It is that she was mistaken when she thought he was dating her. He was just, it was one of those, sword in the stone, squirrel you fall in love with you kind of moments.
Oh, right. Like,
Come
she
to
thought they were
marriage,
together.
Wilco. And he was like, oh no,
Roger's
he's
an
gonna kill
idiot,
me.
so it's understandable if that's what happened.
What are you doing?
And so he made that line about loving the galaxy.
They want to shave his legs.
Whimpering
pant legs there.
And that's it, though?
I'll
Like, that's
you
not even,
not to
like,
run
really
out on
torture
me.
too bad.
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
You ever had your
Not
legs
like
shaved?
David, we're using a hair remover.
I'm a man.
I'll let the two of you get acquainted.
And you don't know how much that can hurt.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, considering all the horrible ways you can
Everyone,
die, at least
everyone,
they're just...
Jesus.
I want to hear Thorine's line. I want to hear this.
Okay.
Hey, gee whiz.
This is EpiRip 357, the most powerful hair remover in the universe, and it's capable of shaving your legs clean off.
Hand hair remover.
I've always wanted to see a man
His
shave
hair on their
his
hand.
legs, but I guess you'll do.
I love that. I always wanted to see a man shave with one of these, but I guess you'll do. I love that line.
That is a good line.
Unfortunate sensation often brought about by injury.
Yeah,
there, I
it
know it.
is.
Please don't bring that thing near me.
Cue Ball, sorry to see you go. Yeah, I know it's a bit much with the with a lot of people in the voice chat and all that, but then again, this was meant to be the community playthrough of the games. If you want like a proper playthrough, I should say, or one with coherent commentary and such, there are plenty of alternatives. I even did playthroughs of all these games, but this is, I got to 5,000 subscribers and a healthy community on Discord because of the community, because of people watching my shit, and the least I can do, I feel, is to invite them into the voice chat and be part of this. So yeah, this is super confusing for everyone, myself included. I can barely keep track of who's saying what, even though I have the fucking window open over here. But on the other hand, I just think it's great that we can all get together and play adventure games that we all know and love together, and just sit back and chill out. So this is not. The game is just basically running in the background, and we're shooting the shit. And I'm sorry if we sort of gave you the wrong idea of what kind of stream this would be.
Can we still be good friends?
I know it's super confusing, but hey, that's what this stream was supposed to be. It's supposed to be people hanging out, playing a game, and just chilling.
Need to spare my feelings.
We're just enjoying ourselves. It's a cracking joke.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to see a serious playthrough, just go to YouTube or something.
There's plenty of that.
I would like to point out there's a /Vohall in this voice channel.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm just. Excuse me. I recognize that name. Excuse me.
Meanwhile, back in
Supposedly Sludge's brother.
Are we being graced with the presence of a guy from Andromeda?
There is a distinct possibility we might.
What have we here?
Rebel scum we captured in the Space Quest 4 time.
He doesn't need to say anything. I'm just honored to be in his presence digitally speaking.
On his time indicates that we're successfully
I'm just wondering.
transported into this time sector as you feared.
That is no longer
I think that might
concern.
be.
Wilco will surrender to us once he has learned we have captured his son. Then he will be destroyed once and for
I love that in Anchorman 2. Is that what I sound like?
So apparently Sludge Vohall watched Tron because he's definitely doing the MCP there.
Oh yeah.
I think that's more the voice modification tech than anything, honestly.
Oh, the way they did the modulation on Vohall's voice?
Yeah.
I played
And
around
the
with that as a
whole
kid.
Big head floating inside a tube thing there too.
Yeah.
The way they did the modulation, I think, because I played around with this a bit when I was a kid, was you take the line that was recorded, and you make a duplicate of it, and you pitch one copy down a couple of just pitch it down a bit, and then you run the two things simultaneously, like you run the normal voice and then the pitch down voice together at the same time, and you get that distinct little
keep your hand. You pick up the 8
weird distortion there. At least that's how
Yeah. Both his voice and the room that he's in there remind me of the MCP from Tron.
Yeah, and I've
For
played
some
with
reason-
that before. I was trying to make myself
What's
sound
going
like
on?
what was
The
this
two
one do? There's this some character in Full Metal Alchemist. They use that same effect, and I was like, I'm gonna do that. It's not that difficult, but it was hard for me.
And the voice of Vohall is, in fact, Scott Murphy himself. I glitched through the.
What?
I glitched
For real?
through the. Yeah, that's Scott Murphy.
That was wow.
Yeah, I've never done that
Whoa,
before.
I thought you meant the guy in the Discord.
I
knew that about the game.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the /Vohall in the voice chat is also Scott Murphy.
Yeah, that's like I said. That's the name he goes by on Twitter and everything else. That's why I reacted. I was like, I think Scott's here. I'm trying not to squeal. I'm trying. I swear I am.
It is very impossible not to squeal with the Scott.
Scott, I have so
Squeal
much to
with the
tell you.
Scott.
Scott, I have so much to tell you.
Plot twist. It's Ken Williams.
Plot twist.
We've got just
Okay, I'm back.
What's
That would be a good plot twist for a second.
And soon you will be wanting something in the
Genetic space hero line. I love that.
Hero
This
line.
will do for you.
Got
Right in
Arnold
in the
teeth.
dressing room here if you wish.
It's a hell of a jawline they gave that robot.
Why is the robot French?
Good question.
Every time
He
I
works
hear
in a
an
clothing
affected
store. Why
French
wouldn't he
accent,
be
I'm
French?
brought back to this fairly terrible
You change your clothes. You step up.
farce of a musical I had to
That
put
will
on in
be-
high school called Patty in the Player, which was almost a line-for-line ripoff written by a student of Disney's Beauty and
Thank
the
you.
Beast. It hurt me. I had to play the candle. Except I wasn't a candle, I was a quote-unquote French stereotype.
What?
Wow.
Anybody ready to go work at the chocolate factory for My Love
It's funny
Lucy?
though.
I can't make
It's so
this
wrong,
up.
but it's funny.
Yeah, the idea was he was a guy, he was a pop star, he got turned into a player, which not handled delicately, that was.
So was the monolith
And-
burger inspired by that famous chocolate scene from I Love Lucy?
I think it was inspired by again, Scott Murphy's favorite movie is 2001: A Space Odyssey. So the monolith is a reference to the monolith from 2001.
I mean the arcade sequence.
Oh, that thing? I don't know.
Feels like it because the commitment just goes faster and faster until you can't keep up with it.
Could be. You got me there.
There's a few games that run
gag
like
with
that.
the manager being a literal
You
sexist
obviously
pig.
don't resemble a blonde woman. What a
You
surprise!
obviously don't resemble a blonde woman. What a surprise.
See, I always thought it might have been funnier if Gary's delivery on "What a Surprise" would have been closer to actually being surprised. Roger doesn't look like a blonde woman.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he's a blonde.
Granted, the hair's short, but still.
That looks like a green toe jam
my
right there
ex has
going
very
by.
short hair. She's very attractive and everything. She's a
That guy there
she's
looks
not-
like
she's a woman, but she does have short blonde hair. She keeps her hair short. She doesn't like it when it's long.
Where the hell am I going?
That guy there, the
that way.
And the passersby looked like toe jam.
I love it when you try to get the job at Monolith.
Oh, where the hell am I going?
You're wearing the dress, and he's like, and the guy's like, sorry, I don't hire women or something. And Roger's just like, well, you chauvinist pig.
Sorry, ma'am, can't hire you on account of you being a dame and all.
Yeah, right. It's just so rude.
Famous monos.
Oh, I love it when you can talk to the condiments too.
Oh yeah, I love that as well. Also,
that's so take a big old lick of Mr. Mustard.
I get
You'll be
so
sorry.
excited for that.
and this is also one of my favorite lines in the game. No, this one.
Maybe it would be unwise to order a bacon burger.
Wow.
And of course, you can also you can lick his cigar.
Philip, show up.
Of all the things I thought I would ever hear, that one has to be the top of the ones I did not expect.
Fun fact: the voice of the male chauvinist pig is Josh Mandel.
I wonder, do you think this is one of? Do you think this is one of Flo's previous husbands?
Could very well be. All right.
The following sequence contains explicit.
Let's fucking do it.
If you need to.
Yeah.
I'm lettuce. Real old lettuce.
Lay me down on the burger.
I like to go first.
Bite me on the pickle.
Bite me.
Hi, I'm mayonnaise. I'm cholesterol-laden and ready to clog
That
an
Roberta
artery when
Williams?
given the chance.
It's not
Mayonnaise.
Roberta Williams, but it sounds like it.
Squeeze me.
That is Scott Murphy.
Hello, I'm the kitchen.
And that's
Did you
William
know there's
Shockley.
more sugar in me than in ice cream? It's a fact.
I'm
There's
your
a version of
permabug.
this game where
I love the permabug.
you can build the burger backwards and it still counts as you made it.
It does.
The only
That's what it
restriction
look like.
is the
Not
bun
on
must
that.
be on last.
On the
That's it.
pickle.
Anything else could be in any order you want.
Oh, cool.
Don't bother.
Okay, neat.
I'm really quite bland.
Yeah,
Because I
that's
swear I
right.
built
Nope.
the burgers backwards and it just
eh?
accepted them.
Go ahead.
As long as the
Take a big
permabun is on the outside,
best little
what's
condiment you
inside
ever
order
tasted.
does not actually matter.
Okay,
It
let's
doesn't
see.
on the
What
version I
never
played.
understood was
see.
like
I'm
the
a
Try it.
I
I'll
taste like
taste
Frankie
now.
toenail that have been
line was
marinated
like, go
in vinegar
ahead,
for
give
2
a big ol'
weeks.
lick of Mr. Mustard, you'll be sorry. I love mustard. I could eat it all day.
Depends on what kind of mustard, I would
you know,
say.
you know what? My sister-in-law's the same way. She hates ketchup, but
I like
bring
ketchup, but mustard
but-
is superior.
but you bring out the mustard, and she's like, oh, give me that shit.
Jesus, people who put too much mustard on things, it's like that's the quickest way to clear your sinuses out. Like if you have a stuffy nose,
Yeah.
just get a bit of Dijon going and you're fine.
Or if
Excuse me,
you're
sir.
feeling-
There is no such thing as too much mustard.
So, like,
There it
if
is.
you're feeling
Build the burger
congested, how
backwards.
do you
Build it backwards. Let's see if he's right.
If you're congested, the quick cure, though I don't recommend it, you can get a big old scoop of horseradish. You don't need to swallow it, but you do need to put it in your mouth.
Horseradish. Oh god. And the thing is, if you like go to a fancy canteen and they have like some salad and shit, and they put a little bit of horseradish on the side, and you go, oh, mozzarella. No, not fucking mozzarella. Hey, it's accepted.
As long as the bun is the last thing, it doesn't care.
That's weird. The pig says you make it his way or no way.
Yeah.
Make 'em my
The
way.
lettuce even says it likes to go first, but
Hex has asked,
There you
does the
go.
mayo have self-esteem issues?
Aw. Maybe it's because so many people dislike mayo these days.
I love mayo.
You know what it is too is it's because it's so fattening and so horrible for your health. So like my mom, whenever I say, hey, I'm stopping by McDonald's or I'm stopping by Burger King and don't want anything, she's like, get me a burger. Make sure they don't put mayo on it. Honestly, she's right though, because the mayo they put on those sandwiches is a lot.
Honestly, being able to do what...
I'm sorry.
Right. Honestly, being able to do whatever order you like is fun. But since the bun has to be on the outside, in the end, it really just becomes easier to just do lettuce, pickle, condiments in order. Fun.
Yeah. And what I'm doing
it's fun for like 3 times, then you don't care anymore.
And then
I want to see you put on the bun first, like build it backwards and see if it still accepts it.
Oh no, this is the best run I've had in this arcade sequence so far. When we do this in the Olympics, by this point I'm usually out already. By the way, the only way to have any degree of success with this thing is by using the keyboard shortcuts. If you try and do this with the mouse, sure, you'll be fine for the first 10 buckasoids, I think. But after that, it's just a fucking crapshoot. And then, if you were playing this with a joystick back in the day, like a real flight stick kind of thing...
How would you play this with a flight stick then?
I don't know.
Sorry.
Okay, now they're getting faster.
They're getting a little faster, yeah.
I think the best I've ever done is like $35. And then it's fairly well slowed down by that point.
You know what I always got annoyed about is there's all those software things in the software store, but no matter how much money you make, you still can't buy anything except the book.
Yeah, it increases the price of all of this shit.
Yeah, like it would be like 50 buckasoids if you have like 4. But if you go there after you go to the ATM, it's like, this costs 2,000 buckasoids. We don't have it.
Oh, inflation's bad in space.
I guess.
But,
inflation only exists to deny Roger Wilco.
I'm surprised they actually made a spoof of It Came from the Desert.
Oh yeah, it came for dessert. Sorry, it's getting a little late here.
I'm still trying to figure out how they got a hold of my autobiography.
Which one, Sim Sim or Boom?
It Came for Dessert.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm being silly. Sorry.
I particularly liked the Carmen Sandiego parody myself. I thought that was amusing.
Where in the world is tiny leadership, and who cares?
Exactly.
Something like that.
Yeah, I didn't grow up with, well, I kind of grew up with Carmen Sandiego. There's a little bit in my life. I knew her, I knew the theme.
I remember seeing a funny picture online of
I watched it
2
with my
people,
sister
one
every
dressed
day
like
after
Carmen.
school for like 5 years. The game show though, not the cartoon show though.
Oh, the game show was awesome.
Of course, Boom, hilarious.
Yeah, I love that group, that one that did the theme song for that. They're so talented.
Rockapella.
Oh shit, I missed that.
Do it, Rockapella.
They're the same guys who did the Folgers theme too.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I remember seeing it.
Yeah, there's actually a clip on YouTube somewhere where they're like, they're selling something on like Home Shopping Network, right? And he's just doo-wopping and bebopping, and he's singing about coffee. It's all about just Folgers, right? He's just like, doo-wop shitty, doo-wop shitty, just one more cup, and show up for me. I can't do it as good as he can, but I love it. It's just so catchy.
This is going pretty fast already.
I know, it's like an I Love Lucy episode. Well, I mean, you only pay like $35.
I remember seeing a funny picture.
This is no, it's okay. Oh fuck. Oh, I'm screwed. That's a reject. Yeah.
Yep.
Dang.
No bond. I remember seeing a funny picture of 2 people. One dressed as Carmen Sandiego, the other dressed as Waldo.
Yeah, it's all over. It's all over. I could, of course, I could go into the speed slider and turn that down. That's a little glitch, but yeah, it's all over.
I don't think that's a glitch. I think that's operating as intended, personally, because it's very difficult to get through this without using the speed slider.
Yeah, fuck it. 23 should be enough. Yeah, we're done. Just fire me already. I'm just gonna kick back and have my brew.
So, like the picture of Carmen and Waldo, like people have been looking for them for years, and they were together all the time.
Interesting.
I did that.
You're
sorry.
fired. My janitor could do a better job than you could.
I think Josh enjoyed that line.
Oh yeah, I think he enjoyed doing that voice. Just in general. What the hell was he gonna say? Interesting something. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna pretend that the whole thing I was gonna say was interesting.
So, real quick, speaking of Waldo, I remember an old obituary for Waldo. Waldo missing, presumed dead.
Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say. Carmen Sandiego was never really a thing over in my neck of the woods.
Missing, presumed dead.
Sorry, but the crowd completely
I love
cleaned
how
out my
whiny
stock
this
of
voice
Sierra
is.
software.
Excuse me,
The
sir,
only
you have
thing
to
that's
pay for
left is
that.
If you're here to return something, forget it.
I'm pretty sure they pitched that voice up. It sounds a little processed.
You know, I can't say for
There you
certain,
go,
but
there's
with
the
his
games.
nose, I would assume this guy is of the same species as the guys from Andromeda. He's just a wimp.
It's an Andromedan wimp. Alright, let's have a look at Jaime Lipschitz.
It's the newest in the wacky Jaime Lipschitz series. The son of a wealthy New York courier has gone wild with Dad's frequent flyer vouchers again. Can you track Jaime down and bring him home to meet the girl Mom's picked out for him?
The girl
Hold
that
on to
Mom's
your
picked out for him.
yarmulke. Yes, Jaime Lipschitz strikes again. 640K Ronald MT32 and 3.5 circumcision required.
This is like they got away with a circumcision joke. I think that's...
Find anything you like.
I love how the software guy's like, you can take a look at our box of
cheap
bargain
slob.
bin.
At least he's honest.
I like this one.
Head for the hills, it's coming, and this time it's hungry. It came for dessert. It's a thrilling action adventure in
I would just like to point out, Animaware, yeah.
Armed with only a jello mold and a pastry bag, you must repel the invaders, always keeping an eye on your blood sugar level. It's the merriest mix-up since Animaware's fabulous Defender of the Crown Rib Roast.
Good lord. Oh, they put in the missing boxes. See, there were 2 boxes cut out of the bargain bin because this was, believe it or not, this was the most memory intensive screen in the entire game. So they cut out these 2 boxes, but the NewRisingSun patch puts them back in, and they're actually voiced.
Entitled Heroes Flyer, this is the flight simulator you've been waiting for. Tired of flight simulators that load and run? Still looking for a sim that really crashes? Featuring a stunning 3D-filled polygon, Stunt Flyer will have you going through the roof the moment you get
Isn't
it
that
home.
the truth, though, man? So, how many games in the 90s came out that people just couldn't run because the technology wasn't there?
I just like the fact that he said featuring a polygon. Not something polygon, just a polygon.
You know, a
Imagine
square
a
or
character
something.
so offensive, so sexually inept, and so lame-brained that you just can't wait to step into his shoes.
Dark and Danny.
That's Big Danny. First in the
Educational
Sahara Off-Ramp's new educational series of
Halloween
life
Can
adventures from the
You Go.
team of How Low Can
How
You
Low
Go?
Can You
Learn
Go.
how others see you. Dacron Danny, your computer
That
guide
reminds me
to
of
your
something I wanted
inner
to say.
self.
There was a game series that came out in the early 90s, and it was called Hugo's Quest, right?
Oh yeah, I remember those Shareware games.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I've heard
And
of those.
one's Halloween themed, another one's a murder mystery, another one you're in the jungle or whatever. And they're
Yeah.
very, very similar to Space Quest. I actually met the guy through Facebook. You know, I reached out to him and I'm like, hey, I grew up playing your games. I was wondering, and I'm a big fan of games. I was wondering if we could talk for a few minutes. And he's like, yeah, sure, no problem. But when I mentioned that it was similar to Space Quest and King's Quest, he was so offended. He's like, no, I had the idea first.
Oh god.
I got mine out first, and they copied me. And he's like all bitter about it, and I'm just like, bro, I'm not gonna say, I love Space Quest, but I also love Hugo's Quest too.
Don't call it Hugo's Quest. He'll lose his shit even more.
Hugo's House of Horrors.
Yeah, that's
Yep,
the one.
Yep. And then Hugo 2, Who Done It, and then Hugo 3, Hugo of the Jungle, or some such.
Yeah, and they were really like hard to get to grips with. I remember playing. I've actually played all 3 of them, and I've never finished any of them because they're just. Some of the puzzles are really weird, but he's still selling them. The weird part is, yeah, they're still shareware.
I'm made.
I mean, you can download them.
Let me guess.
So,
You want something for
yeah.
someone
Hi, Jake
very
Jensen.
special.
Yeah,
Like
that's
Gabriel Knight.
Actually, there's a Hugo game he did in the Wolf 3D engine where it's like a shooter.
Oh yeah, that was so weird.
It's so bizarre though. Like you have zombies and robots coming after you. You're trying to rescue your life. You have things like a laser pistol, but you also have like silver boards because werewolves come after you.
Yeah.
Oh man, I remember trying to play.
You want to try it on now?
I survived the 2 minutes before what am I doing? And then played Wolfenstein 3D again.
And honey,
I love Wolfenstein.
Yeah, Wire brings on to something. Hugo game.
pretty good on you.
Oh, sorry. Hugo game always felt like the cheap department store adventure game series. And they were, but on the bright side, they were like one dude who just sat down and wanted to make a game, and he did, and he figured out how to program his game, and off he went, and he's still selling them. So good on him. That he thinks
I never understood why Roger waddles when he gets to dress on.
You should know by now that you can't just take things
I forgot to
without
pay.
paying.
I gotta go through all
Fully
that
May
again.
doesn't kill you.
You'd be surprised on what sort of things.
I think he's wearing high heels.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, okay. But don't try that again.
Oh, more
If you have to be
transphobia.
weird,
Come on. I thought it was
but
just
we
that
don't
one
appreciate
line.
Shoplifters, dear.
Oh, God. All right.
I do wonder if Jane protested some of this. She
You know
just
what?
went with it because she was.
I think she
Jane
went with
Jensen's
it.
the voice of Maybot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure this will.
She was pretty new at Sierra by this point. I think she wasn't established yet. So.
No, she hadn't done Gabriel Knight. She hadn't done King's Quest 6 yet.
And
that came much later. She was hired as a writer for games like Eco Quest 2 and Police Quest 3.
Interesting.
Like additional writing
You see
and
what
stuff.
I mean, though? He's like waddling.
Very lovely, honey. It's
I never figured that out.
You'd better not.
Wait, don't forget to pay.
He's wearing high heel
fucking
shoes. I
hell!
think that's why he wobbles.
Jabbers,
Dave,
God.
You should know by now.
He's gonna cut your head off with those pincer hands of hers
Yeah.
to keep this up.
Oh my God. Okay, it's seriously.
you again.
How am I gonna make it through Space Quest 6 like this?
Third line.
You know what? They got a lot of trouble for the fact that she doesn't pay any attention to you until you flash your money at her, and then she goes like, "Oh yes, what would you like help with today, sir?" It's like kind of like implying like, "Oh okay, women just want money."
And
You can't take things without paying for them. Written by someone who must never have played adventure games. Well, yeah, that's true.
Pretty much, yeah.
very lovely.
All right, now I'll
Just
pay for it. Here we go.
Good.
Buckazoid, robot.
I mean, in a way, we've paid for it twice now.
You can't.
Oh.
Oh, you don't have enough money.
Oh
You
my
don't have enough.
God.
You're gonna get kicked out again anyway.
Oh my gosh, all of that to not have enough money.
Oh, for
That's funny.
crying out loud. 57.
3 Buckazoids short.
3 Buckazoids short. Wilco must pay. Yeah, exactly.
That's what it actually meant.
Yeah.
He's actually the Bohol virus.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna take the dress off.
Quickly changing your clothes.
Your space sky wardrobe.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it worked. Is that because of the patch?
No.
Heard the point chime.
Yeah.
Heard the point chime for
I heard-
changing. Was that because of the patch?
I actually don't know. Why does it give you points for changing? Oh, it gives you point the first time you
It's
change back.
supposed to. It's supposed
Yeah.
to give you points the first time you change back. It doesn't work on most of the versions that are CD or collection based. So if that's the patch, that's what fixes it. If not, then you actually do have to
Why is the software
have Roger
store
turn
closed now?
the close in early, get the points, because those are the 3 points that don't work in most collection versions.
Oh, interesting. Oh, the software store's closed because you've done all you can do there, so they just close it off. All right, let's do this again, I guess.
I'd like.
get
You
as
know
much
what?
money as you can.
Fuck it. I'm just gonna skip this now. I shouldn't have given up so soon at the money. Given up? It was kicking my ass. What a swell boss. Oh, I missed some of this. I never heard that line again.
Sequence contains
Hold on, I love this. Please let me rip out, but can I still have the cash?
Yeah. Oh, hey, in the chat.
About to be fired.
Mr. Josh Mandel himself. Congratulations on the 5K. I was pulling for you frequently. Yeah, I thought I felt the tug.
You're fired. My janitor
That
could
is
do
actually-
a better job than you could.
So, Mr. Mandel, the voice chat was asking how much like personal satisfaction you got out from yelling, "My janitor could do a better job than you could." So we're just idly wondering.
I have so much to tell you, Josh Mandel. Find me.
And this stream is why no one at ex-Sierra employees will ever talk to me again.
Nope. We're frightening. I'm quite certain about that.
Oh, the Let's Go Girl dance. Yeah, I was actually trying to trigger that the other day, but I can't remember what you do. You lick one of the mannequins, I think, or is it one of the wigs? I can't.
If I remember correctly, if we're talking about Roger dancing with the mannequins,
yeah, you have
if I remember correctly,
you have to be wearing a dress first.
You have to be in the outfit. You have to have done the sequence required with the ATM, and I think you just have to click hand on the one with the green wig.
All right,
I believe
let's
that's
do that.
correct.
And Josh in the chat says he got tremendous satisfaction. That was the first time he really got to yell in the halls of Sierra. Excellent.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, sir.
Yes.
He enjoyed it too.
And honey.
Well, of course, we're all familiar with. I mean, you've all heard of the Wilhelm scream. There's also the Mandel scream. King Graham falling off of shit.
Oh yeah. I
Very
love that
lovely.
in 5. He's just like he falls off a ledge that's like 2 feet tall. And he's like, ah! it's like even the scream just cuts off abruptly.
I like the unless you count falling off a cliff, which you did for King's Quest 5. You just said that in the chat. It was really a surprise to play King's Quest 6 and find out that they had just chopped the Mandel scream in little bits and used it for whenever Alexander falls off of something. So apparently they couldn't be fucked to get what was his name? Brian Benson or whatever, the guy who played the Beast. Robbie Benson couldn't be fucked to get him to yell. But nah, we've got the Mandel scream on file. Why would we ever need anything else?
Okay.
All right, let's go.
I believe.
Remember,
to be fair, they already had on Beauty and the Beast, so Robbie might not have wanted to risk endangering his voice like that, because that is a heck of a scream.
Oh yeah, I mean, you gotta wonder how many times did you do that scream, Josh? I think I remember you saying you did a couple of takes of that, and you must have blown your voice out. I'm just waiting for an answer in the text chat. So anyway, cheers everyone. Hope you guys are doing good. It's nearly 1 a.m. where I am, and we still have the 2 longest games to go. 53 takes. I think he's joking.
Jeez.
Have you ever needed to yell 53 times for your job?
I would like to agree with Johnny Carcinogen.
No.
I'd like to agree with Johnny Carcinogen in the text chat. Oh, hey, I have this left. You get a trans rights to offset the dress shop bot for a little bit. Happy Pride, all.
Happy Pride.
As you change your
Happy
clothes,
Pride
you think
indeed.
to
Happy
yourself
Pride.
That even in
All right, off we go.
Yeah, I gotta try the dance.
Thanks for shopping at Saks.
Too late now. We must move forward. We must venture forth.
Oh shit! I
I
forgot.
remember having a
I can do
wonderful
that.
experience with this game.
I can still change into the dress and do it.
Yeah. In that we never went to any of the other stores, and you just barely have enough Buckazoids if you know exactly what you're looking for to get the hint book. But the game throws a weird error message at you
Oh, here we go.
If you just go straight for the hint
Let's
booklet.
boogie, girls.
There it is.
Yep.
Well,
Let's boogie, girls.
I love the beautiful chicken arm dance we've got going on here.
yeah, what's up with the one arm going up like this?
It's the
I
noodle
sure know
arms.
how to bust a move.
Restream bot. How do I do that?
Why does he have a mole when he becomes a woman? Like, where does
It's a
that come
beauty spot.
okay.
What is the Restream
change your
bot?
vote.
What does that do? I mean, Restream bot is just it's just
It
the
means
text chat.
it's coming from YouTube rather than
Oh.
Twitch.
Oh, that's because it's piping the messages into to Twitch from. Oh yeah, yeah. All right, I get it.
Or from Twitch into YouTube, either one way or the other.
Yeah.
And then when Trolls puts anything in chat, he puts it in through the Restream bot and it gets sent to both.
Yeah. Exactly. So, what we
Oh
should do
no!
now is actually the we're actually gonna do the Skate-o-Rama sequence. I think we're finally ready to do it.
Oh, goody.
Oh yeah, so I just went in the wrong direction there. Here we go.
It's skate or die, dude. You either skate or you die.
Wrong
That was
system.
That was a weird name for a game, actually. Oh boy, it's been a long time since I've saved. Holy shit.
Oh my! You were just a man of danger.
Oh yeah. The change machine looks like a time machine more than the time machine looks like a change machine. For a change.
I like the purple guy on the bottom right. He's cute.
Oh yeah, the dude. Yeah.
All these little kid aliens are cute, except the giant eyeball. That one's slightly disturbing.
Yes, but I do think this guy, the giant eyeball,
Oh, he
his
is
design
kinda
is
cute.
without peer.
That's a Quest for Glory level pun. The Coles very much approve.
That was horrifying. I applaud.
I
think I just went in the wrong way. Hey, let's see if we can trigger the yeah, okay, I'm just going in circles right now, but let's see if we can trigger the secret conversation. So, we actually do have to go this way. Well, secret conversation's not that secret really, but it was a complete mystery to me. I'd never seen it before. Where if you go all the way past the software store, and then quickly hang around, or quickly run around to the other walkway, moving in the opposite direction. Hi guys.
Howdy.
Halt. No, I'm just gonna be leaving now.
I shall pursue the Wilco unit. Stay and guard the area.
Affirmative.
Do the moonwalk. Ah, damn it. Sometimes he glitches and is facing downwards when he's walking away.
Is that the only time they refer to him as a Wilco unit?
I think they say Wilco unit now as well. No, I'm pursuit of Wilco is what they say now. Yeah, Wilco unit that's the only time they say that.
I am in pursuit of Wilco.
How did he get past me?
He must be hiding in a store.
We must search each one carefully.
I will first search Monolith Worker.
Good. I'll cover the opposite direction. Long may Volhall rule supreme.
Yeah, right.
Mark Siebert sounds a little pissed off in that line. Also,
one of them's just in it for the paycheck.
Yeah. Also,
these guys mean business all right, but they sure aren't Harvard graduates.
Mark got stuck on the top of the screen there. Check it out.
It's one of
They need to search the stores, but not the one they're standing in front of.
Yeah.
You scrape some coating from.
Oh wait.
Seeing as how
The worker respect or professional courtesy. It's a robot running that one. Same reason sharks don't eat lawyers. Professional courtesy.
Oh god. Okay, Johnny Carcinogen in the chat asks, can you trigger the secret policeman in the arcade by going across that trigger point at any point in the mall? In the CD version, if you're wearing pants, then yes. If you've bought pants and you go past that trigger point, then yes, they just show up. But in the disc version, they only show up once you've actually done everything you need to do, with the whole, money, dress, hint book, all of that stuff. Hey, first try. Well, I say first try. I'm not actually in the clear yet, but we should be there.
And then Saks shuts down. So
yeah, all the stores you can hide in shut down.
That's the Root Monster and the Skate-o-Rama. First try. Pretty impressive.
Hey!
You're having a good marathon, Trolls.
Yeah, except
you might actually speed run this.
Except for the Nukem Dukem robots. Holy God.
Thankfully, I've missed that, so
never gotten that
later.
Pissed off. Okay, so let's go back to Space Quest 12. I'm just gonna have a look at my... Who's been sending me 99 Facebook messages? Get fuck. Here we go.
There, my internet went bye-bye for a bit.
Welcome back.
And I missed the best part of the game. How many times did you get blasted in Skate-o-Rama?
None.
First time.
First time.
Yeah,
Sure.
Honestly, wasn't expecting.
Yeah,
hey, you can go back and check the log. Wait, where's the
had
witnesses?
Space Quest IQ test number 4035. When being fired upon by crazed sequel police cyborgs, you should A. Stand around until they get lucky. B. Yell, "Hey, I'm over here." C. Gently stroke your pink bunny rabbit. D. Run like heck.
The powerful quad.
Yeah, and that's actually not in this version because the dialogue box that pops up, they took that out of the CD version. I don't think New-Rising-Sun put it in. I also can't remember
this orange flow. I don't recognize this.
The orange glow is a disc version.
It's worth a try.
Oh, okay.
They still have the Gary Owens death line at least. Well, maybe it's worth a try.
Yeah, and that's what's so weird about it. Yeah, and that's so. And my fucking echo is.
Are we supposed to be in a different time period right now, or am I?
Oh
mistaken?
yeah, you're right. We're supposed to go to we're supposed to go to Space Quest 1. I completely forgot about the interesting part. Let's see here. I'm in the stupid time
played
pod.
Space Quest 1.
Oh, great. Only.
Hopefully this will be a little quicker than the last time we played Space Quest.
Yeah, here's hoping.
The implication that the Monochrome boys are also time travelers? Because they're obviously higher resolution than the rest of Hewlin's Flats.
That's actually true, but I seem to remember Hercules actually ran in a higher resolution than SQ.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's something stretchy. What's UGT? All right.
Wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey.
Yeah. Which one's the that one and that one? That ought to be it.
The power.
Yay! Points! I did it.
So
we have Hitchhiker's Reference,
Yes.
Monty Python, Doctor Who. What's next?
You didn't go to Ortega yet, did you?
We had some Star Wars references.
You don't need to bother with
That's a
Trek.
given.
We don't need to bother with Trek. The next game has that covered.
Oh yeah.
Too bad there's no
the
red
little
dwarf.
piddly little.
Memories race through your mind.
I mean, it's like baby's first adventure game. Oh.
I remember the first time I played this section after having played Space Quest 1's original version. I was identifying every single little error. Like, this is drawn differently, this is drawn differently, this is drawn differently. Eventually I realized how annoying I was being and just moved on.
Yeah, it's like the only thing they actually kept from the EJ version is the bar sign, which is in chunky pixel style. And they gave it color cycling, which wasn't in the original.
The old bar is still here.
The old bar is still here, yeah, because you what? How far into the future is this?
If it ain't Mr. Look at Me, I'm in VGA. What's the matter? Monochrome not good enough for you?
Now, interestingly, he voiced 16 color, 32 color, and 256 color. It's in the resource file. But this is the only version of the game that's voiced.
all the way out from the bottom of the stairs. Bitch and ale.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Oof.
By the way, that was Barry T. Smith, the same guy who is the host of the current Inside Copy.
Oh, okay. I know you can try and go back in the bar and they'll just kick you right out.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're so mean.
I like the pose they do when they realize that their bikes are knocked over.
Purple Tentacle asks, what's the line in the EJ version? They just simply swap out the number of colors. What's the matter? No. The line is 256 colors for one bitmap wimp. It's just, 16 colors for one bitmap wimp. 32 colors for one bitmap wimp. Hang on, did I just...
You hear a high-pitched...
Wow, I just cheesed it.
That's the patch as well, isn't it? The fact that all the text boxes are Space Quest 1 style now.
Mr. Historian, where are you going?
Don't have the matches.
I forgot the matches. All right. Oh, that's why. Okay, I thought I cheesed it. I didn't. All right, get out. Come on.
Well, it was cheesy.
Come on.
I like that if you try to take the matches on the monochrome boys are there, you get a different line from Gary where he just says that your attempt fails.
Yes. Your attempt at getting the
I
matches
do like
failed.
that.
Let's
It's
have
a
a
good
chat with
application of the patch. It's a good application of the patch,
this is
giving
one of
you
my
the
favorite
classic
parts.
text box.
Oh, it's in the disc version as well.
I like the implication that, though the monochrome boys get that high def appearance, that I guess whatever species the bartender is just happens to look like Chunky Pixels.
Yeah, I love that as well. Actually, there's a blog post about how the text boxes
memories.
Oh, they don't show inside the time pod, but the text boxes have this this black outline that's not supposed to be there. That's actually an error in SCI that's displaying the text box incorrectly. If it was the proper AGI text box, it wouldn't have a black border around it, and it's actually not drawn that way in the resource file. Some bit of code is just borking how it's displayed, so it's being displayed with a black outline.
And Williams strikes again.
Nah, it's just some programming oversight. But the reason why you've never seen this before is because in the CD version you can only have either text or speech, but not both at the same time. Which is another reason why we're playing the New Rising Sun patch, because that fixes that little oversight. I don't know why they like hated foreign people and people who are hard of hearing and such, and resolutely refused to put in an option where you can have subtitles on at the same time. Because the help dude, the guy who's supposed to teach you what the different buttons do, there's a line of him in the voice resource file that says this button toggles between spoken messages, printed messages, or both. So that means it was there, and they took it out.
The powerful quad.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Fortunate.
Johnny says, I super duper thought that the thing on the staircase was a time code. Yeah, we were saying that back when I was playing the first game. Like people who played Space Quest 4 for the first time and hadn't seen that in the EGA version of 1 would like try and decipher the time code and discover that the symbols were completely different. Okay, so there's a question from YouTube from Liam Smith that says, have you been to SQ3 or did I miss it? So let's give the public what they want.
They go to Ortega at least once.
Keep your hand.
Yeah, we do. Here we go.
The powerful.
You can also go to the room removed for legal reasons in this version, in the patched version. It involves typing in 3 different time codes, and then you get stuck in the room and you can't go anywhere else. I don't want to do that. I just want to play the game, because then I have to go and look it up and type in the codes, and I have 2 more games to get through.
Beautiful.
This view provides a flashback to a recent adventure. It looks real hot out there. Hot enough for thermo-weave underwear.
Too bad Roger did his yearly underwear change last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Which is interesting because
it takes too long.
He should actually.
Yeah,
Roger.
But he should actually still be wearing the underwear, because he just recently got out of the time pod. Of the escape craft, and then all of Space Quest 3 happened. He changed into the thermoweave underwear, and then I would assume after he drops off the two guys, he just heads straight for Xenon and then stops off to get a drink. But why would he change his underwear in the meantime? Shouldn't he still be wearing?
He might have changed them when he put on the coveralls. That's scum sauce.
Obviously he soiled himself going through the black hole.
Okay, that explanation I buy. but where did he get the second pair of underwear?
Didn't he have one already?
He's going
that he was wearing
commando.
before
Yeah,
from
exactly.
the
He's
Louise?
totally
right.
commando.
Oh. Yeah, there's a
So
visual we
sorry
needed.
for that image.
I'm not.
I mean, let's cut to the chase. He would have changed out of underwear to change into thermoweave underwear. He should still have his underwear.
Yeah, that's
but
true.
you guys had to go commando.
Somebody make a
funnier.
Commando before.
Underwear.
Didn't he vaporize everything else when he changed into his janitor's outfit?
I wonder if he kept
No,
on
because
his...
he gets back into his normal clothes after he gets captured.
Oh,
Still have never completely figured out how the rotational values work in this
degrees.
In this section.
Oh, I'm supposed to use the
It's
matches.
like 1 to 360, so degrees of a
Yeah.
circle.
No, I've checked that. It doesn't quite track perfectly for a perfect 360.
You cast the old.
So
What do you
I'm not
expect for the
entirely
time
certain
period this
how it
came
works.
out in?
I
I
usually
know that. I'm
just...
just saying I haven't figured it out.
I just enter in different bits of shit. I know
Yeah.
there's they always start in the same order, so technically I should be able to like memorize what it's supposed to be. I just have no fucking idea. I borked that one. Let's give this one 60. That was close. Okay, so this one should be 160. Just go, man, go. Ah, one off. Come on. All right, so 150 for this guy. Yeah, there we go. And probably 150 for this guy as well. No. 160 for this. Come on. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. No, not 90. Well, maybe 90.
It also won't rotate below 100.
Yeah. Oh god.
Can't you do 060 or 0? Put
Yeah,
a 0
I
as the leading digit?
Okay, so this.
Okay, so yeah, it should be.
This one is good. Okay. That one needs like 010. What?
It's too low. N's too low.
20? Oh, there we go. Okay. And that one is good. And oh, come on. 0, 2, 0, 0, 2. Oh, no, not you. There we go. Ah. And now,
Throw your way through
thing's so annoying.
Now to play with toy robots.
It's all good until you have to do math in Space Quest.
No math. Please, no math. I mean,
Deep in the reaches of Space Quest, no one can hear you calculate.
Now the
F's
question
only
is,
fine.
calculation or more Nukem Dukem robots?
No more Nukem Dukem robots. Oh my god.
Nukem Dukem robots was grueling to watch. It took so long.
Oh god, it just.
Nukem Dukem robots and a sliding puzzle.
You should not be sad you missed that. I almost flipped my shit.
That's why I'm sad I missed it.
There was genuine anger on his face.
Oh, that droid got past me pretty damn quick. Is he coming? Oh yeah. Oh, there he is.
Pew pew pew.
Yep.
Oh.
I think maybe I was a bit quick on the draw there, actually. Because there's a trick to this that I just recently relearned, which is that you're supposed to go up here, around, down the stairs, and just wait for one of the droids to come past. Oh, you know what I did? Oh, I borked. Yeah, I was too fast. I was looking at the wrong droid. Hang on, I'll show you.
You hear?
Yeah. Electronic hom, fuck you. Right, so I was looking at this droid and going, my god, he's fast. He's supposed to come in from the left and I'll have to wait a bit. That's the droid I'm trying to avoid. There's another droid that's going to come in on the top walkway, and when he's about center of the screen, I go back up the stairs and I should be home free. All I have to do is just stand here and wait until the other droid comes by.
So really all you'd ever need the Pocket Pal for is seeing where they are once and seeing Vohal's message about Junior if you want the points in the former case.
Yeah.
And if you want to see the Junior scene in the second case.
Yep, exactly.
Not strictly necessary.
Oh,
I don't know what these droids are, but I bet they would look pretty cool.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
I was a bit late there, I think.
Oh, dang.
I got caught up in the conversation. Also. Yeah, I said I relearned the trick. That's apparently only half true. You're supposed to go up to the stairs on the left because that droid comes down the stairs on the right, as you just saw.
Yeah.
Da-dum, 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 da-dum.
You hear an...
I really do like visuals of the supercomputer. Who was the artist for this area?
Oh, I honestly don't know, but I know that all the the art design was Mark Crow, so he was the one who informed this sort of H.R. Giger-ish.
Yeah, it's very Giger-esque. Giger-esque, or however the pronunciation is.
I think it's Giger. He was he's Dutch. Yeah,
okay.
He was Dutch.
It's not quite full-blown creepy like Necronom 4 or anything from Alien, but it's got that vibe, and I like it.
Yeah, there's a lot less penises and vaginas going on here, but the vibe is still super creepy. I like it. And there he is. Go, you shit little bastard. Right, cool. We should be home free now. Swiss, he was Swiss. Oh, I'm sorry. K-Panic, you're absolutely right. He's not Dutch, he's Swiss. He's Swiss.
It's very appropriate for Vohal's new body, so to speak. Though it raises the argument, anyone on Xenon have an inkling this thing they designed was destined for evil? I mean, look at it.
I think Vohal may have, redecorated when he moved in, but yeah, it's still
he's a bit of a Martha Stewart type.
Yeah.
Like Lincoln beneath a steel sky, really.
Yes.
So that's Martha Stewart's husband now?
All right,
I like the idea of Vohal watching ancient 20th century Earth television broadcasts and getting pointers on how to decorate his space.
Okay, I can never remember this. I'm just gonna type this in the chat actually. So 6965847669. Right. Just gonna type that in. It's a little weird.
Nice.
There you go. Because we're actually on a timer here. A droid is gonna come in from the right if we're too slow. Okay, so 6965.
I've never seen a droid come in here.
7669. If you're playing the CD version with the Borg timer in DOSBox, you will see him. Trust me. All right.
And there it is.
There it is.
Leisure Suit Larry 4.
Leisure Suit Larry 4. Fuck off.
My personal favorite joke, though, is not Leisure Suit Larry 4. My personal favorite joke is if you flush King's Quest 43.
Yeah, it gives you...
And memory just jumps.
Look at how much we got. 2,451 kilobytes. Flush King's Quest.
Wait for it.
Boom.
And the hilarious thing is it's memory, not disk space, which are two completely different things.
Yeah. Oh, Porpoise Power asked if I've ever played Darkseid. No, but I watched a Let's Play of it, and that is a brutal fucking game.
You nearly picked up Space Quest 4, don't you?
I did. And that just dumps you to the command prompt, no questions asked.
Yeah, that's the best. That's the best death
fun.
ever. Getting none right there. That is brilliant.
Some killer music on this now.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, the
this is one of the best tracks.
And apparently this was written in a real hurry.
4,830 seconds.
Thank you, computer.
I could listen to this track on its own and just enjoy it. I do that for quite a bit of Sierra music. I have almost everything that Quest Studios put out as CD albums before, and I just listen to them.
I use the Incredible Machines as soundtrack, at least for a few of the pieces, as ringtones for a while.
I had the Skimmer theme as my ringtone for a bit, but it got annoying real fast. I mean, it was fun the first like 50 times or something, but after that, no.
I currently have Monolith Burger from Space Quest 3 as my ringtone.
Okay, that'll work. Because honestly, the thing about ringtones is, even if I like pick my absolute favorite song and I put it on as my ringtone, I will get sick of it. So I actually just have my phone on vibrate all the time.
If you want a good alarm clock music, you need it to be a song you hate, or you will grow to hate it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just have
wall
like
of text.
5 different alarm clocks.
My brother, his is a variation of this song by System of a Down, but it just goes, wake up, wake up.
Yeah.
Okay, does anyone know how this sequence actually works? I'm supposed to be the Space Quest historian, and I still have no idea how this sequence works. Are you supposed to click really fast? Are you supposed to just click at him?
Honestly, I don't think it matters. I think it's just keep doing this for long enough, and the beam shows up.
Yeah, but you can fail this. He can toss you off the side.
As long as you keep moving away from it, you're not close enough for him to toss you off. So as soon as he starts moving towards you, just move towards him. You're just messing around in the center constantly. And eventually the beam will show up.
So maybe it's just random.
Big.
Come on.
Done it. Oh no.
Oh wait, I got him.
Hey.
And there we go.
Is that the best effort you can muster?
Oh, I can do
I've
better.
never understood the green and blue eyes. I get that he's supposed to have different eyes to show he's effectively possessed, but I never got why green and blue. That was always odd to me.
Why would he change eye color? And also his skin has started peeling off, but the whole reason why Vohal's skin was peeling off and everything was going to shit was because he was, testing his inventions on himself and all that. This one also fucks me up every time.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is
program uploaded to main computer. Upload to main computer, so now we...
Now you'll download Vohal.
Yeah, but...
You want Roger Vohal beam download.
Beam download. Yeah, you download to the beam. There you go. I always get that mixed up.
teamwork.
Follow me. There are many things we need to talk about.
He's instantly fine.
Yeah,
I get the whole possession thing, but
I love how his hair is magically fixed too.
My son?
And his hair
look
was
a
perfect.
little like me, though. Not
it's
It's a Wilcoism.
I'm 10. I was born 19 years ago on Xenon. That included water, the creation of the first super biome.
Yeah, you're doing so well.
The population was quickly decimated.
He has so many like little pauses in his voice, and there's just a wall of text. And you know what?
Sorry.
I kind of prefer the dialogue in the beta.
I know that's not what you want to hear.
Where they just yell at each other.
That does kind of seem more accurate to a Wilco family reunion, honestly.
What is with this outfit, by the way?
Yeah, that's a good question. And what is with the hat?
This is a Princess Leia. I think this is a Princess Leia-ism.
I hope so, because like she's actually quite professional in the next game.
I have to assume that's the equivalent of that's Xenon's equivalent to Halloween.
I was thinking
for a few minutes.
I was thinking like New Year's Eve party kind of thing.
That could work.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or perhaps she was going undercover in that picture.
Mayhaps that is like dignitary goes to a big convention, has to look nice.
With a huge fucking hat. It's a very red carpet kind of thing.
No, I just figured it out. Roger has some really weird cosplay kinks, and Junior never found out that's what that actually was.
Don't do that. I'm in front of my computer and I just took a big step.
Playing Space Quest 4.
Maybe his wedding garb is another suggestion from the chat.
That could work. I could buy that.
Yeah, that's a nice way to get married.
Although
But if that were the case, why is it just her rather than...
Yeah, that leaves me wondering what Roger looked like. What's the equivalent of a tuxedo for the guy in that wedding ritual?
Yeah,
I'm
like
picturing a tuxedo, but it's got like
wearing.
holes in it, and it's smoking from one of his last adventures. He just
It's got
stumbles in.
spikes on the shoulders too. I'm sure it looks very. Barbarian-esque.
No, I meant like it looked good, and then he got into a misadventure, and then he had to stumble to the end of it to his wedding at last moment.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.